it's easy. I mean, you have it on the board behind you. This is a lack of effort. Your coach is yelling at you about effort. You're down 12 after the first, and you never were able to rebound from that. And that's where this game went. Okay, and there's a lot of people that are deflecting blame on Joel Embiid. Listen, I'm all up for criticism, man. I love me some good criticism, but I'm not going to start attacking the guy that's playing with a broken face and a torn ligament in his hand. There's a lot to attack. There's a lot to unpack. All right, when you don't play with energy, there really is. Okay, but I'm not going to start attacking him. There's a lot that went wrong in this basketball game because his effort doesn't dictate every other person on that basketball court, if his effort was down, to come play basketball in a must-win game. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's not the end of the playoffs for us. It's not the end of this series for us. Okay, that's my other gut reaction to it. Right, terrible energy. Okay, again, talk about. Does anybody want to get up a rebound? Does anybody want to go after a loose ball? Somebody want to tell me and act like it's at least playoff time? Like, just act like it's playoff time, because that's what I watched tonight. I just watched a lack of effort. I mean, I changed my whole schedule around to get home for this slop, because that's what it was, and it's embarrassing as a fan. It's embarrassing as a fan to get boat raced when you arguably are just as good, if not better, of a basketball team. Okay, but nobody came to play tonight. Nobody. There isn't one guy that you can say, yo, that guy played well tonight. Not one. From Joel to Harden to Maxey, who had his worst game of the year. All right, and I love the kid, but his worst game of the year. It was non-existent for us. All right, needs to make some shots and didn't. All right, who else was going to step up? So to look at the guy with the broken face and really expect him to come out and drop 40, I think is unrealistic. All right, and a torn ligament. I'm going to keep adding this in. He's playing through it. He's trying to be out there for his teammates. So I don't care about how if he's going to come out or like doing 4.40s up and down the court. I mean, grow up. That has no dictation on how other guys play. He didn't touch the ball early on, and nobody made shots. Nobody, as they got out in transition. We couldn't get back again. It was the same old story that we talked about ad nauseum with this basketball team throughout the year in their losses. Now, I will say this in my gut reaction here. They're winning game 6. All right, they are winning game 6, and this is going 7. And I'll talk to you about predictions Thursday night, because we're not wrapping up the season Thursday night. You can book that, write it down, load up, because they got flat out embarrassed tonight, and I do not expect them to come out and get embarrassed at home. I just don't expect it. All right, and if that does happen, since I'm sitting here guaranteeing everybody to win, hey, there's nobody outside of Maxey and Embiid that's untouchable for me anymore. Or it makes sense. Like I can blow it all up. Really, I can start from scratch, essentially, because that's what a lack of effort in Game 6 would show me. A lack of effort. So I gotta believe their best effort will be here in Game 6, and they're gonna win that basketball game. But Game 7, I don't know. That's not house money, but that's always up for grabs. It's a crapshoot when you talk about Game 7s, right? This is arguably the best, one of the top 3 to 5 road teams in the NBA, and has not showed out in this series yet. Granted, the first 2 games without Embiid, even this one, it had the same feel of games 1 and 2 there. All right, no energy, no pace, nothing, no pace getting back on defense, no pace with their shots. Everything was short, right? It looked like the most exhausted basketball team in the history of basketball, which is unacceptable, right? And I don't believe they are. I just believe they came out, I don't want to say flat, right? But they got the fight taken to them in the first quarter, and they never responded to that. They never responded throughout the rest of this game to that fight. The Phillies are throwing baseballs around to add on to the misery tonight. All right, 17 hits last night. They'll get 1 hit tonight. That's how that works. All right, but Sixers, what else can you say? Like I said, energy, effort, that's the easy things you dictate. And they didn't make shots. They were stagnant, and it looked like one team knew it was a playoff game and the other team was just there going through the motions. And sometimes that happens. It should never happen in the playoffs. But your season, you can look at it 2 ways. Your season's not over. So how do you want to take that? You can take that and go rattle 2 in a row off, and really show your mental toughness to not only to your teammates but to this city. And anything can happen. But right, you got to start with winning Game 6 and really coming back and showing that this was just a little hiccup.
Let's go, Marleek.
Marleek said, just ordered my Manscaped. Thanks for the discount. I hope it's worth it.
Brother, it's worth it.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code HUD at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Great product. I'm gonna say, clean myself up today. I feel better as a man.
Great stuff.
Yeah, really excited about it. So 20% off and free shipping with the code ATD at manscaped.com. We're just kind of looking at all the giving. Look at all the giving. It's just constant. Now you get back to your lady. Now that's your job. We gave to you, you get back to your lady. Done and done.